Hi everyone, my name is Jane and I'm here at the Food to Eat kitchen. Today we're doing something special for Valentine's Day. We're making Oreo Truffles that you can make to give as a gift to your special someone or to eat alone with a rom-com, whatever you prefer. And you're only going to need 3 ingredients. A box of Oreos, 8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, and a big block of full-fat cream cheese. Don't skimp with the skim milk stuff. You're going to need the full fat. You're going all out. So to get started, we need to turn our Oreos into basically Oreo crumbs. So add the entire box to the food processor. You want to make sure that it's very finely ground since this is going to be the filling of our truffles and we need it to be very smooth. So now we have a whole block of cream cheese. We're going to add this to our Oreo crumbs, and ours is at room temperature, which is going to make it much easier for the food processor to combine. Put the lid on and give it a whirl. As you can see, we have a kind of gross looking mixture there, but I promise it tastes really, really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make little balls of filling with it, put them in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and then dip them in chocolate. Stay with us to see how we get it done. So we have 8 ounces of baking chocolate here, and we just wanna give it a rough chop before we put it under our double broiler. Just wanna kind of break the pieces apart. That should be good enough. And the way that we're gonna melt it is called tempering chocolate. We wanna melt it very slowly so that when we dip our truffle filling into it, it doesn't crack and it doesn't clump together. So one thing to keep in mind is that there should be no moisture anywhere. Make sure that your bowl, the inside of your bowl, is completely dry. So we have a water bath that's not boiling. As you can see, it's just simmering. A small bowl on top, and to it we're now going to add all of our chocolate, and it should take at least 5 minutes to melt. You don't want to rush it, and you don't want to turn the heat up very high, because if you do that you're going to have a lot of difficulty later in the dipping process. You could also use a darker chocolate, or you could use white chocolate. But I found that semi-sweet works best when you're a beginner chocolatier. So we're just gonna leave it and mix it about every minute or so. So we have our truffle filling right over here, and we're just gonna do about 1 teaspoon per truffle. You can use a measuring spoon if you need to. And we're gonna roll little balls with it. Make sure you have a non-stick tray, otherwise it will definitely stick and be much more difficult. You should get about 48 truffles from this, and try to make the balls a little bit smaller than you would think a regular truffle would be, because once we dip them into chocolate, they will get bigger. Take our truffle filling and just put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. Make sure that they're completely solid before you start to dip them into your melted chocolate. We'll be right back. Okay guys, so now I'm going to show you the technique to make our truffles. We have our chocolate that's very liquidy, as you can see, but over here I have the pot of water still on a low simmer, just in case it starts to firm up. You can put it back over the water for 30 seconds to a minute so that it melts again. We have our frozen truffles here, which I was told look like balls of coal, but trust me, they taste really good. And we have a cutting board, or you can use any plate lined with parchment paper so nothing sticks. So here's what you basically have to do. You throw the truffle into the bowl, and you have a fork here. Don't take too long. Enrobe the truffle in chocolate, take it out, and then bang the fork on the bowl to shake off any excess. You want to work fairly quickly so the chocolate doesn't firm up and so the truffle doesn't start to melt. Then once you're done, wipe off the excess, gently place it down on our parchment paper. Now we're gonna put these in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes until the chocolate firms up, and then they're gonna be ready to eat. So we've just taken our Oreo truffles out of the freezer and they've completely solidified on top. As you can see, you don't have to worry if you're using parchment about them sticking or anything. They're very cute and delicious. See? My face is probably covered in chocolate, but it's worth it. So, is it covered in chocolate? Like entirely?
Yeah. No.
No? Like a little? Should I wipe it?
No, that's fine.
Just keep rolling?
Yeah.
We'll just keep doing this. So, basically what you can do is you can put these in a nice gift box, give them to your boo, and celebrate Valentine's Day the food to eat way. Check out dailyfoodtoeat.com for more recipes and great how-to videos. Bye everyone.